Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Juan Vasquez and my classmate is Luis Diaz.
Hi, teacher.
This time we prepare two movie stories and we'll choose one to present it to the class. Let's begin. Hi, Luis. I already prepared my story about Avengers Endgame. It's an action movie and it was very exciting. The movie Avengers Endgame is an action and science fiction story. The main cast included Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, and Chris Hemsworth. The story began when the Avengers was trying to recover from their defeat. They decided to travel through time speculation to collect the Infinite Stones. While they were fighting enemies, they also were remembering their past. Iron Man sacrificed himself in the final battle, and everyone felt sad but proud. I like this movie because it is more exciting than many other superhero films, and it has the most emotional ending. The action scenes were better than those in previous movies. However, some parts were slower. In addition, the characters were more united and stronger. In the other hand, the story was more complex than usual. In conclusion, I really love this move because it combined action, emotion, and teamwork.
Hi, Juan. I find your story interesting. I worked on Harry Potter, and the film sports is done in fantasy story, and it was very magical. The movie Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in a fantasy and adventure story. The main cast included Danny Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Griffin. The story starts when Harry was living with his aunt and uncle. One day they received a letter from Hogwarts, which was learning magic, and made with new friends and discovered secrets about his path. In the end, Harry faced Voldemort and protect the magical stone. I enjoy much because this movie because it's more magical than other fantasy films, and it is the most interesting introduction to the saga. The characters we younger but brave, however, some essence were less intense than a later movie in Adjo. The story was simpler and easier to understand. On the other hand, it was more creative than made adventure movies. A conclusion, I really like the film because it is fun, magical, and inspiring.
Oh, interesting. I think my movie is more intense and emotional. However, your story is more creative.
Yes, I agree. In addition, your movie has strong and action essence, but mine is easier to understand.
On the other hand, my story might be more complex for the class.
That's true, and think students will enjoy a simpler story more.
I like your idea. Your movie is the most suitable for our presentation.
In conclusion, let's choose Harry Potter from the class.
Perfect. Let's present your story together.
Okay, Juan, Ted Hills see you in the class.
Okay, Luis. Bye.
Bye, Juan.